Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie, and in this channel I talk all about personal growth, mindset, healthy habits and healthy routines, balance, and so much more. So make sure you subscribe to keep learning more about these concepts that I know you love because you're here watching this video. Also, I want to mention that I do have a Discord community where a bunch of us ladies just go ahead and discuss various of these topics that I just mentioned. So go join it. The link will be in the description box below. In this video, I will be talking about 20 ideas that you can incorporate into your morning routine. So I do want to mention that there are 20 ideas that I'm going to share, but you do not have to include all of them into your morning routine, obviously, because then it would be a whole day routine rather than a morning routine. But rather, what I suggest you do is to just pick 3 to 5 of the items that I'm going to mention and go ahead and test them out for 2 weeks to a month and see how you like it, see how you feel. And if you don't like one of the items that you pick, or if you want to try something new, go ahead and rotate the items so you go ahead and implement a different morning routine. In my previous videos, I have talked about vision, how to plan for your vision, how to make your vision, as well as how to break that vision down into smaller, more attainable, approachable goals. So a very important practice to implement so that you can break down your goals is to establish routines. And that is why I want to make this video. Specifically, we're talking about morning routines because how you start your day matters. How you start your day really sets the tone for the rest of your day. Let's talk about why morning routines are important. In addition to setting the tone for the day, they really allow us to be in control of our schedule rather than our schedule controlling us. Especially in such a precious moment, which is when you first wake up, you are deciding, I'm in control of what happens right now, not my circumstances, not my environment. I'm not going to allow the world or social media to dictate how I feel right now. I am going to dictate how I feel. So in addition to that, it's going to reduce so much stress because you're not allowing external influences to impact how you're feeling, right? And you're going to feel so much more balanced as a result, as well as you will be working toward creating positive daily habits that really do accumulate and create your life, right? They are what determine how your day is going to play out, therefore your week, therefore your month, therefore your year, therefore your life. In addition to that, your morning routine, accomplishing those tasks that you set out for yourself, will have you feeling super accomplished. They will give you the structure and framework for the remainder of your day, for the rest of your day. And also, you just feel like you have a plan for how you are allocating your time, which is very important because it goes back to the control thing, right? We all want to feel like we're in control. And although control is not always a good thing, I definitely think it is a good thing for when it comes to us dictating how we feel about our lives, especially in the mornings. And this reminder that life is really a balance between order and chaos. So right now, let's cater more to the order aspect, which is through building routines, specifically your morning routine. Like Robin Sharma says in his 5 a.m. Club book, own your morning, elevate your life. Let's get right into it. Here are 20 ideas that you can choose from to incorporate into your morning routine. Let's start off with number 1. Simple. Make your bed. I know we've heard this time and time again, but honestly, making your bed is such a low barrier to entry activity that it's almost like an autopilot thing, but it does have an impact for setting the tone for your day because you're getting a tiny task done that will help build momentum for the next thing that you have to get done. Also, it's this act of tidying your space, which is extremely important. Now for idea number 2. Idea number 2 is to stretch for 5 to 10 minutes. This is honestly one of my favorite things to do because it really has increased my flexibility, my mobility, my blood circulation. So you can either stretch on your own, or sometimes what I like to do when I really want to get into those deep, tighter spots is that I will look up a 5 to 10 minute YouTube video and just follow it along in the morning. Time for item number 3. Idea number 3 is another personal favorite, which is to light a candle, because who doesn't love candles, or to turn on your essential oil diffuser. This is just to do something cute and just having those aromas, having a little light, a little candle flickering in the background, and really tying your morning routine to these aromas, fragrances that also have positive benefits on you because it is aromatherapy. Number 4 is something I've recently incorporated into my morning routine, which is skincare. Go ahead and wash off the night with your favorite cleanser. Follow it up with a toner and, some serum, a moisturizer, some sunblock, whatever it is that your skin routine, is comprised of. Definitely go ahead and implement that. Make sure while you're doing this, you're massaging your face. You're really looking close in the mirror and looking at your face. Look at how beautiful you are. Look at your freckles if you have any. Notice a new thing in your face that you haven't previously done before. Or noticed before. Really taking that moment to be intentional with caressing your skin, your body, if you moisturize your entire body. I'm particularly bad at that, and I know I'll get better, but for now I definitely just focus on my face and make sure I'm lathering, massaging, and treating myself. Number 5 is to take a shower. I personally am more of a nighttime showerer, if that makes sense. I shower at night basically, but it might be a good idea, if you get a workout in the morning, which I'll talk about later, to just rinse off your body, rinse off the night. I know that sometimes when I wake up and I do incorporate a shower, I just feel refreshed. I feel extra clean. And you can either do your normal hot/warm shower, or you can even tap into cold showers because they do have a lot of benefits to them. I recently did an ice bath and I tapped into or learned more about the benefits of cold water. And once in a while, what I do, if you do want to incorporate cold showers, is to have my normal boiling hot shower or warm shower, however you shower. And then the last 10 to 15 seconds of your shower, turn off the hot water, turn up the cold water, and just be there for 10 to 15 seconds. Just a tip for you if you do want to incorporate cold showers into your morning. Number 6 is a 5-minute morning affirmation session. I also do this and I love it. So what I usually do is I will look up a podcast on Spotify. I use Spotify. You can look up a podcast on whatever streaming platform you use, or you can just do a 5-minute morning affirmation YouTube video and just follow along. It will make you feel super powerful in the morning and you are really setting intentions for the day. And it's just a nice way to reflect and be grateful for who you are, where you are in your life, who's around you, and just be grateful to be living this life that you're living, because life is a blessing after all, right? So taking that intentional time to just connect with your introspection is very important. Number 7 is very similar. Number 7 is to listen to 5-minute meditations. This can be by yourself or it can be a guided session. Again, you can look up podcasts or YouTube videos on this if you're going to do a guided meditation. If you don't want to do a morning affirmation, or if in addition to your morning affirmations you want to do a meditation session, I really recommend doing a quick 5-minute. You can do more, but this is just sort of a starting point for you. Okay, so that was number 7. Number 8, sort of in the same realm, is to listen to a podcast that you enjoy. So my personal recommendation is to listen to a podcast or a YouTube video about personal growth, mindset, or motivation. Of course, if you don't want to do that, you can just listen to any other podcast that you enjoy, maybe something more fun, more free, something that doesn't even have to be intellectual in any way. Number 9 is to journal for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, this journal session can be composed of several things. One idea is you just pour your thoughts. You just dump everything that you're feeling onto that sheet of paper. Another thing that you can do is look up journal prompts. So whenever I'm not really feeling inspired to journal, I will go on Pinterest and I will just search up journal prompts, and there will be an abundance of different prompts that you can answer, and they can be very thought-provoking and make you think about things that you wouldn't otherwise have if you only dumped your thoughts on there. In addition, if you do listen to a podcast or meditations or things like that, you can also just journal whatever you learned from that podcast or from your meditation earlier. So in addition to that, number 10 is about gratitude. Number 10 is to write down 3 things that you are grateful for. You've heard this a million times, I'm sure. The art and practice of gratitude is incredible. Really stepping back and realizing that even though there are a lot of stresses and things that go on in our life, there is also a lot of good, and there's definitely more good in your life than bad if you choose to look at it, if you choose to really be intentional about paying attention to all those things that really are blessings in your life, that really are happening for you, not to you. Number 11 is to write down your own affirmations. So previously I mentioned that you can listen to affirmations, but if you want to go ahead and tap into the intentions that are coming from your own mind, go ahead and just jot them down. What are they? What are your intentions for the day? What are your affirmations? Really exercise that your own capacity of coming up with ideas and things that you want to manifest or make happen in your life. Number 12 is to look at your life vision and your goals. So previously I have made videos about how to create your life vision, what to include in it, how to put this together. So you can definitely go ahead and watch those videos if you haven't already. But something that is very important for you to do in your morning routine, if you choose to, is to whatever it is that you wrote for your vision or maybe your goals. It could be just annual goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, etc. Just take a moment in the morning to look at that vision, look at those goals, because a lot of times we spend the time on creating these vision boards and these vision documents and writing out our goals, but then we forget about them. I know that's happened to me multiple times, and then a month later I'm like, oh, look, it's here. Why haven't I been referencing this for the last month? So really being intentional about looking at those goals every single day, so you're constantly reminded of them, so you're more likely to achieve them. In addition to that, let's get to number 13. Number 13 is to practice visualization. This really goes perfect with number 12, which was to look at your life vision. After looking at your life vision, you can practice visualizing that vision having had occurred already. So for example, look at your vision and then close your eyes and then just think about, like, how do I feel after having achieved all these things? So you always want to look at it as, I already achieved all that I want. So then really channel what you're feeling. How do you feel? What are you wearing? How do you smell? What perfumes are you wearing? Like really thinking about all the small details. Where are you? Are you at your house? Are you in Europe? Like, where are you? Where are you spatially located? When that's happening, be very specific. Picture the details of that environment in which you're in. Who's there with you? What are you feeling? What are they feeling? Like, really get a clear picture in your mind while your eyes are closed of what is happening around you. This practice of visualization is very powerful. Okay, so now moving on to number 14. Number 14 is to write down your 3 priority items of the day. Have a clear, written out vision of your day and what you aim to achieve on that day. Make sure that these goals are realistic, approachable, that you don't feel overwhelmed by them. Again, it's all about baby steps. I previously made a video about the art of taking small steps toward your big dreams and this idea that we don't have to conquer the whole world overnight. So taking a time to write down 3 very approachable goals for your day is going to make you feel good at the end of the day because you accomplished them, but also it's going to give you focus to your day, what you're going to be allocating your time and energy into. Number 15 is to hydrate. Hydration is so important. If you wake up and the first thing you do is you just have your cup or flask of water next to you and drink the equivalent of 1 to 2 cups of water, you already are winning. You already are flushing out anything that needs to be flushed out, really staying hydrated, because there are just so many benefits to staying hydrated. So number 16 is to make a smoothie. Add some color to your morning, making a cool, like a really fruity combination of a smoothie, maybe a green smoothie, fruit smoothie, whatever other types of really creative, healthy, colorful smoothies there are out there. If you do make one, if you already do this, go ahead and share your recipes in the comment section, because I'm really considering incorporating this. I used to do this, but it's been a while. Number 17 is to work out. Typically, I like to work out from 10 to 20 minutes. You can do it for longer, but again, it's about setting those small goals, especially if you already don't have a morning routine. You want to make sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure, meaning that you have approachable goals that you're setting, and slowly you can add more to that. But initially, you want to make sure it's super simple so that it's not intimidating to get into. So that's number 17, is to work out. Number 18 is something I personally do every day, or I try to, and this is to look at your bank accounts. Look at how much money is in there. Look at your transactions, like your most recent transactions. This really helps with your money mindset. I had heard this in a video once. I forgot, it was like 2 years ago, and I don't exactly remember what video it was, but it talked about creating this relationship with your money and being in control with your money. And there was a time in my life where I was just spending and I was not looking because I was afraid to. And there were times where I didn't really know if I had enough money until I would go a couple of days before I had to pay rent. I would check okay, yeah, I have enough, send. So really being intentional and in control of your money, keeping tabs on what you're spending. There's been times where this practice saves me from random expenses on my credit cards. I'm I did not do that. So now I have to get in contact with my bank. But anyway, just really having that, starting to build that relationship with your money and not being afraid of it. Okay, so number 19 is to make a list of 2 people that you want to reach out to by the end of the day or by the end of the week. This really makes sure that you are connecting with other people. A lot of times I've noticed I will go a long time before contacting a person that is really important in my life, because we're always busy. There's always going to be something else we have to do, and a lot of times what suffers are our personal relationships. So reaching out, make a list of the people that you will be reaching out to by the end of today or by the end of the week. It is a very powerful practice that will nurture your relationships and build stronger bonds with them. Number 20, read a book for 10 minutes or listen to an audiobook. This really comes in tune with listening to podcasts, right? It's just feeding the mind, expanding the mindset, learning something new. This can be a book about personal growth, mindset, development, things like that, or it could just be a fiction book, something that you enjoy. This is about you enjoying your mornings. So definitely make sure that you make time for this if, reading books has been something that's a goal of yours, which usually it is a goal for most of us. So I actually have a bonus one because you made it to this part of the video. Number 21 is to make yourself a tea or a coffee as the last item of your morning routine as a reward for, giving yourself that space and that time that you deserve. So this idea of, I know a lot of times people wake up and the first thing they do is drink coffee. I do that a lot. And this idea of having the body wake up naturally through other activities in your morning routine that don't involve caffeine. And at the end, reward yourself if you're a coffee lover, such as myself. Or if you don't want caffeine, a tea that's not caffeinated. So there you have it. That's 20 different ideas of things, 21 with the bonus I gave you, 21 different ideas of things that you can incorporate into your morning routine. And just as a reminder that there is no perfect morning routine, it just has to be ideal for you. Again, pick 3 to 5 of these different ideas that I laid out, and make sure you're picking things that you actually enjoy and you would actually be excited about waking up to and completing those activities. So something that I recommend is that you write out the ones that you select on a separate sheet of paper or in your journal. So you're going to write out each individual idea that you've selected for your morning routine, and then you're going to list out how much time you will spend on each one. And then you want to write how long it will take you to complete the entire morning routine. So I want to give a quick example of what this could look like. So for example, I'm going to pick several items for my morning routine. I'm going to pick number 1, to make my bed. That should take no longer than 1 minute. I'm going to pick to stretch for 5 minutes. I'm going to pick 5-minute morning affirmation session. I'm going to pick a 20-minute home workout. I am then going to follow that up by listening to an audiobook for 10 minutes. Then, because I am working on my money mindset, I want to look at all my different bank accounts and do this for 5 minutes, and I will follow that up by setting 3 goals for my day, and that'll take me about 5 minutes. Once I complete my entire morning routine, it would have taken me about 15 minutes. It's really important to just have a visual of the amount of time that it's going to take for you to complete your morning routine, because then it'll give you a better idea of, okay, maybe that's too much time or that's too little time, and it'll help you, accommodate and know which items to pick from this list. All right, so I really hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and like the video and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I also want to mention that I have previously made some monthly planner templates and habit trackers, and this can really help you put together your goals for your morning routine and make sure you are tracking your completion of your morning routine items with the habit tracker. So go ahead and check the link in the description box because I will include it there. In addition to that, as I mentioned earlier, I do have a Discord community of ladies that love all the things that you probably love: productivity, healthy habits, routines, all the things that you need to improve and grow as a person. So make sure to join that community. Link is in description box. And for now, go watch my other videos until I make a new one. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Bye.